Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Universe Mode. We are here on Raw as we continue the build towards our next pay-per-view event, which is Bash in Berlin. We are opening up tonight's show with one half of the World Tag Team Championship match that we will be seeing in Berlin. Former champions will be getting a rematch for those championships they held for so long. And in tonight's contest, as you can see, it is Seth Rollins representing the former champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins!
So Rollins and his tag team partner Ilya Dragunov finally losing those tag team championships back at Survivor Series in that triple threat TLC tag match. They have been granted a rematch for those championships by our general manager, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And speaking of championship matches at Bash in Berlin, Stone Cold Steve Austin has announced that he has decided on a number one contender to the World Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight. He said there's a superstar who's proven themselves time and time again this year that has yet to receive a championship match.
Representing DIY from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Johnny Gargano.
And he promised that we would find out who that is before the end of tonight. But to start off tonight, Seth Rollins has taken on one half of the new tag team champions of DIY specifically. He is taking on, as you can see, Johnny Gargano. For what promises to be an exciting clash opening up this week's episode of Raw. But don't go anywhere, because in just a moment's time, it is the opening contest of Raw. Well, of course, a lot of bad blood brewing between these two teams. And no doubt we're probably going to see some of that boil over, probably in this match, almost certainly at Bash in Berlin as well. The methods of Seth Rollins have certainly become more and more underhanded for every week that has passed. It was, of course, his tag team partner Ilya Dragunov who offered up that TLC tag match back at Survivor Series, which has ultimately ended up costing them the gold. They look to reclaim it at the first time of asking in Berlin. As we now look to get this contest underway, Seth Rollins offering a hand to the champion. Oh, and a cheap shot from Rollins. Referee called them to separate the two. And Gargano was not pleased. Looked to lash out at Rollins, who immediately got out of harm's way, and he's baited Gargano in. There's no question about that. Rollins with the mind games early on in this match, and Gargano! Well, Rollins believed that he already had the advantage, and Gargano capitalised. That big jumping cutter there takes down Rollins. Well, after an unorthodox start to this match, we are now starting to get proceedings underway. Rollins missed with the knee. Gargano missed with the kick. And that big knee from Rollins does connect. Here's a cover now. Gets a 1 count off of the big knee. That's all it's going to be. Rollins looking to build momentum for his team, heading towards their championship rematch. That big lifting, the inverted DDT connects, and a kick to the spine as well. Gargano is getting back to his feet here. Rollins off the second rope, over the top with a neck breaker. And he drops the elbow as well. And Rollins into the submission move, trying to make Gargano tap out here, but of course, Johnny Wrestling, very familiar with submissions, gets out of it easily, and there's a tornado DDT off of the ropes. Irish whip now by Johnny Gargano. Misses that drop kick though. Rollins with a super kick. Drops the champion, and this time the knee does connect. Gargano in a precarious position here, and Rollins, I believe, was looking for the pedigree. Gargano was able to get out of harm's way. Drops Rollins there, only gets a 1 count though. Combination of strikes ending with that discus lariat by Gargano takes down the former champion. Now the current champion with a drop kick into the corner drops Seth again into a cover. It's another easy kick out for Rollins. Ground and pound by Gargano, just hammering away at a man who's really made his life a bit of a misery in recent months. And now lining up for the super kick. Gargano does not get it. Rollins with the counter. Kick to the midsection. Rollins for the pedigree. Into a cover. It's going to be a rope break. And Rollins is less than pleased with the official's decision. I have to admit, I didn't see the rope break myself, but the referees called it. And Gargano looking to capitalise on a distracted Seth Rollins. Irish whip now going to come off the ropes. Rollins gets out of harm's way. And now Rollins heads to the top rope. Looking for a big high-risk manoeuvre. Moonsault gets it into a cover. No rope break this time, that's for sure. And Gargano gets the shoulder up at 2. Rollins with another super kick. And Gargano, well actually I think the force of it basically sent Gargano out of the ring. Gets out of the way of the Enziguri. And a DDT again. Gargano moves out of the way of that clothesline attempt by Rollins. Sweeps the legs and a stomp to the midsection. Took Gargano a moment to recover though. He's really feeling the effects of this match. Completely whiffs that shoulder tackle though. Rollins able to fight him off. And a big knee off of the ropes by the Architect. Rollins fiddling about with the turnbuckle. Ripcord into big forearm. Seth looks to be working over his opponent. Big shot to the face there. And a little bit of disrespect from the Visionary. Thought maybe it would allow Gargano to capitalise, but he goes chest first into the turnbuckle, and Rollins looks very pleased. Oh, but Gargano gets out of the way of that super kick attempt. He has Rollins placed on the ropes. Sends him to the outside of the ring. Gargano looking for a suicide dive. No! Into a DDT! High risk offense by the World Tag Team Champion, but Rollins going to send him back into the ring. The referee's count starting a bit late there. Gargano's back to his feet. Rollins able to move out of the way. Oh, but caught by a Hurricane Rana from Gargano. Rollins rolls through that. Into another super kick. Into the cover. Referee, well, the referee's just noticed the turnbuckle pad. He went into the pin, the count though. Rollins' own tactics, delaying the pin there. You can have no arguments with the referee there. That was Rollins' own doing there. Referee dealing with that now. Gargano out of the way. Well, the referee did sort of deal with that problem a little too late. It did definitely come into play of when the Irish whip sent Gargano into the corner. Rollins now. Dropping Gargano. And big clothesline to the back of the head. Couple of strikes by Rollins. Gargano returns it. And it looks like we've got a bit of a back and forth on our hands here. The disdain between these two men is all too apparent. Gargano tells Rollins to hit him. Or not. Instead, the discus clothesline damn near turning Rollins inside out there. And now Gargano looking for that super kick again. This time, it does connect. And Rollins is in serious trouble. But it's an easy kick out for the Architect. And no wasted time. Straight into the Gargano escape. Seth Rollins looks to be in serious trouble here. Is he going to submit, perhaps save himself for that championship match in Berlin? Rollins desperate not to lose face here. And he does fight out of the Gargano escape. And now Rollins off the ropes. Oh, but the two men, they collide. Gargano with a drop toe hold. And it's a second Gargano escape of the evening. Rollins in trouble. No, gonna fight out of it again for the second time. Big punch to the face. The kick to the gut now. This is turned around in seconds. Curb stomp by Rollins. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And somehow Seth Rollins is able to escape with the victory. And momentum is now with the challengers heading towards Berlin. The mind games from Rollins started before the bell had rung, and he just about comes away with the win. Rollins and Dragunov will be looking to quickly recapture the World Tag Team Championships when they meet the champions DIY in a championship rematch at Bash in Berlin. Well, we don't know when our general manager's announcement about the number one contender to LA Knight's World Heavyweight Championship will be coming. We just know it will be happening before the end of tonight's show. Nonetheless, we're going to head into our next match of the evening. I'm going to see a rematch from the Queen's Crown pay-per-view. As the undefeated Jade Cargill makes her way to the ring. Well, no surprises tonight. You see in the background Becky Lynch accompanying the newcomer down to the ring for this match.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Vero Beach, Florida.
This appears to be a burgeoning relationship between Cargill and Lynch. Becky Lynch has made her presence known in a number of Cargill's recent matches. She's taken an interest and the newest member of the Raw Women's Division. As Jade Cargill continues to rack up victories. And we mentioned it's going to be a rematch from Queen's Crown, which means Jade Cargill is going to be taking Shayna Baszler, who has backup of her own tonight.
South Dakota, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
Baszler then looking for revenge for what she feels was a humiliation. The Queen's Crown, losing to the debutante in Jade Cargill. But this time, no element of surprise. Shayna knows exactly who she's up against, unlike the open challenge that she issued a couple of months ago. So here we go then, one-on-one contest here on Raw. A couple of strikes avoided, chop connects, as does that strike there. Good combination here by Shayna, catches the arm, big knee to the face, drops Cargill. That's something Jade has not been very used to in her time on Raw. She's normally the one who's dropping those hard hits. That Irish whip into the corner. A chance to turn things around for Cargill, who works on the arm, perhaps trying to take the patented Kirifuda clutch away from Baszler. Forearm to the face, certainly going to do some damage. But here is where Jade Cargill has a definitive advantage, definitely the more powerful of the two women in this match. The military press, most likely winding Shayna there. Frog splash off the second rope. Beautifully done by Cargill, but it's only going to be a 1 count this early in the match. Combination strikes by Jade. And the power of Cargill! A modified powerbomb! Brilliant stuff! It's only going to get a 1 count again. Shayna Baszler really looking for a fight here. Rolls to the outside. Moment to recuperate, perhaps taking some advice from Zoe Stark, who's obviously was, I believe it was last week, she had a losing effort against Cargill. And Cargill with a shoulder tackle, just dropping Baszler there. Kick by Baszler. Cargill out the way, big boot! And out an Irish whip. Oh, it's Becky grabbing hold of the foot. And Zoe Stark trying to intervene as well. And the referee is not having any of it. I believe that's Lynch and Stark both being ejected from ringside. Now, this is going to be a proper one-on-one match from this point. It's another strike that drops Baszler. Jade's more than happy to wait for Baszler to make her way back into the ring. And he's looking happy to make her wait though. A little bit of mind games perhaps from both of these competitors as Baszler has hold of the Piper's Pit, but the referee dealing with a turnbuckle in the corner. Doesn't matter though. Easy kick out from Cargill. And now Baszler looking for the Kirifuda clutch that we mentioned earlier on in this match. Cargill turns it around though, and that could be a fatal mistake, but she gets out of that. I believe Cargill was looking for the Jaded, both women able to escape the other's finishing manoeuvre. Now a ground-based strike game by Baszler, something she excels at. Again targeting that arm, not for the first time in this match. For an Irish whip, which Cargill reverses, catches her, slams her down into another pinning attempt, gets a 2. Only a 2 though. Dropping the knee now. Baszler fights out yet again, another strike and another reversal from Cargill. And we've seen this before. Chokeslam to Baszler. Hooks the leg for yet another victory. And it's another kick out from the Queen of Spades. Pulls herself up on the ropes. And now Cargill looking for a powerbomb, but Baszler, a few strikes, gets out of that one, misses the spear though. And this could be the end for Shayna Baszler in this match. Marching round the ring. Jaded! Centre of the ring, into the cover. Is it enough? 2, 3, it is. It's yet another victory for Jade Cargill. Well, I don't think the outside interference really had much impact on this match. If anything, that was even more decisive than the first time that Jade defeated Shayna. Jade Cargill looks to have all the makings of a woman who's going right to the very top of this industry, and it is perhaps only a matter of time before we see her in some sort of championship match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head into our next matchup of the evening, which has huge championship implications for the upcoming Bash in Berlin pay-per-view. It's not a traditional number one contenders match, but we could well learn who will be the number one contender to the Intercontinental Championship in this next match. Now, there's been some rumblings from the camp of the Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor, over the last week or so. We understand that he is looking to be more selective with who he allows to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. In his words, from what we understand from our sources, this is the Intercontinental Championship. It's a championship that represents competitors from all over the globe, and yet despite that, in WWE's history, it's always been dominated by the North American wrestling scene, specifically competitors from the United States. That's an important point that we'll address in just a moment, but it's Sheamus who's up first in this match. What is going on?
Representing the Brawling Brutes from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Not sure what was going on with our camera work there, but it is Sheamus who's going to be taking on the Intercontinental Champion in this next match. We saw a little stare down between those two that was initiated by the champion. What is going on with camera again? Great camera work, guys. Really impressed with what you're doing. Sheamus prepares to take on his countryman in this next match, which brings me back to the point that I was making about what Finn Balor said. He said for a championship that's meant to be, intercontinental, competitors from all over the globe, it has been dominated by the American scene for too long. And therefore, Finn Balor has declared, and I don't know if his declaration is final, we'll have to see what our general manager, Stone Cold Steve Austin, has to say about it, and I have a feeling he's not going to agree. But Finn Balor has decided he will only be defending his championship against competitors from outside of the United States. Now, I'm not sure that's gonna wash, to be honest, because again, Intercontinental. Oh, hang on a second. Well, Finn's indicating that he's sustained an injury and that he can't compete in this match. And of course, Dominic is here to replace him. So it looks like Sheamus is going to be taking on Dirty Dominic Mysterio in this match. It's been a while since we've seen Dom compete in a match on Raw, so I would say it's good to have him back, but it's really not. It will be good to see Sheamus kick his arse, though. Referee calls for the bell, and Dom takes down Sheamus with the first move of the match into an abdominal stretch. Well, clearly Dom has been training while he's been gone in. This is a brand new Dominic Mysterio, and it's over. It's over. That's it. Sorry, Dom. That was your one bit of momentum in this match, as now Sheamus goes to work. Now, what I was going to say is that if Sheamus had defeated Finn Balor tonight, he would have been declared the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. It was scheduled to be a non-title match as a German suplex by the Irishman. Although, hang on, I'm just getting word now from backstage. As per Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's saying that stipulation does still apply to this match. So there you go. If Sheamus can defeat Dominic Mysterio in this match, he will challenge Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship in Berlin. There's a big springboard crossbody from Dominic. Nicely done. Sheamus over the top. I think his own momentum took him out of the ring there as Dom heads to the top rope, looking for a high-risk maneuver. Sheamus slowly getting back to his feet, and a drop kick off the top rope by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Been an impressive showing by Mysterio in this match. That's an example of the power of Sheamus. Going to his advantage. Head first into the barricade goes Dom. And then head first into the apron as well. Sheamus dropping a knee across the spine, the lower back. With Dominic. And now Sheamus, with a big spine buster, takes down Dom into a cover, gets a 2 count. He hasn't hit many moves, but he does hit hard, does Sheamus. Mysterio looking rocked at this point in the match, looking perhaps for the 619 there, and Sheamus gets out of harm's way. Big clubbing blow by the Irishman, and another one. Dominic in trouble. Power slam by Sheamus. And the crowd, well, we know who the favourite is in this match. They are firmly behind the Great White. Dom back to his feet as Sheamus, well, he's looking for white noise. But Dominic able to escape through the back door. And now an Irish whip moves out of the way a couple of times. Dom with a drop toe hold Take Sheamus down. That's not going to be enough, Dom. Dominic, why would you think that a drop toe hold is going to be enough to beat Sheamus? The springboard move misses, and Dominic in serious trouble. Big knee to the face. And Sheamus is saying, "That all you got, kid?" Dominic back into the ring, looking for a clothesline. Sheamus turns it around with some good agility, but misses the follow-up. Oh no. Breaking the heel of the boot across the face of Sheamus. Dominic takes back control of the matchup. Just blatant disrespect by the younger Mysterio. Off the ropes now. Looking for a springboard moonsault. Nobody home. And Sheamus looks to capitalise. Up for the electric chair. And down he goes. Sheamus not done yet. From the deadlift. Oh, I thought it was going for a German suplex. Instead turned it into a back suplex. And drops the elbow as well. And again. And for a third time. Dom desperate to get out of harm's way. Pulls himself up into the corner. You don't want to be there! Big boot to the face. Now the power of Sheamus on full display here, just tossing Dominic around. Like a toy. Tossing him around the ring like he weighs almost nothing. Are you not entertained? Says Sheamus. And now looking to bring an end to this match with a brogue kick to the face of Dominic Mysterio. Sheamus is heading to Berlin to challenge Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, it was fairly academic in the end. Comfortable victory for Sheamus, really.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
And once again, Sheamus will be challenging for the Intercontinental Championship as we head over to Europe. He was unsuccessful in Cardiff when he challenged Jey Uso, but will he have more success taking on a different Intercontinental Champion? Well, we've got a little bit of power rankings match up next for you, ladies and gentlemen, as two competitors who are trying to see where exactly they lie in the pecking order on the food chain of Raw. It's going to be Carmelo Hayes up first.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Trick Williams from Boston, Massachusetts. Weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes!
Carmelo and Trick were unsuccessful in winning the World Tag Team Championships back at Survivor Series. They were the third win in that match. Not the former champions, not the new champions. They just were not successful. Now these two trying to work out exactly where they stand in the echelons of Raw. Whether or not they remain in the tag team scene or they perhaps both start looking for singles gold is yet to be seen. This is a one-on-one match tonight between two superstars who really are on the periphery, as Carmelo Hayes is taking on Kevin Owens.
And his opponent, from Marysville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
I feel like it's been a little while since we've seen Kevin Owens. Of course, he was involved in the triple threat match, in which Finn Balor won the Intercontinental Championship. He was not involved in the decision on that night, so he probably feels that he deserves another shot at that championship. And hey, he's from Canada. He fits the criteria that Finn Balor has laid down over the last week. Could Kevin Owens be a future champion? Well, that's just that. I mean, perhaps we're getting ahead of ourselves there. Of course, Sheamus is the #1 contender, and that could prove disastrous for Finn Balor. So Carmelo Hayes taking on Kevin Owens in this match. Just rolls out of the way, and again. But it wasn't a third strike that followed. Instead, it's a fall away slam, and Owens did get his hands on Melo that time. But the winner of this match isn't getting a particular title shot or anything like that, but will certainly put you well on your way. You don't want to lose this match. It's a bit of a reach from Melo. I'm not sure he's going to make that, and I think he agreed with me. Instead, off the ropes with a springboard clothesline. Brilliantly done from Carmelo Hayes to readjust. Kevin Owens catches the super kick though and turns it into a clothesline. Irish whip into the corner. Melo gets out of the way of that, and a big clothesline of his own. He's going to send Owens to the outside of the ring. Straight back to his feet though, and straight back into the ring. Owens wins that exchange, and now taking Melo into the corner. Melo turns that one around again, and now out of the corner with a crossbody. Not a flush connection, I don't think. But it doesn't matter. Floats over into a DDT. It'll look like it nearly turned Owens out, but a big boot this time drops Melo. And now Owens over the top with a suicide dive. Down goes Hayes. And Owens in control of the matchup. Big kick to the gut. What's he looking for here? Oh, package neck breaker. And a big splash to follow it up. Owens with a kick to the gut, which is countered by Melo. And a drop kick after that punch to the face. Melo getting back into the ring. He's going to be happy to take the count out here. But it's not going to happen. Owens is going to follow it. Big boot for the second time. And now a cover. Referee getting into a terrible position. Couldn't see the shoulders at all. Doesn't matter because Melo kicks out quite comfortably. Referee, of course, getting in the way again. Melo fights out of that one. Owens gets out of the way there. Kick to the gut. Looking for that package powerbomb maybe. Gets it. Down goes Carmelo. A cover. Hook of the leg by Kevin Owens. And it's a kick out at 2 by Carmelo. And now Owens wasting no time, perhaps looking for the stunner. That's why it was so important that Melo turned that one around. Now into a roll-up to catch Owens by surprise. Referee takes a sweet time getting into position. But a code breaker! That might do the job. 1. No, only a 1. Again, another. Well, I don't blame Carmelo for having a word with referee Jessica Carr here. That's a number of pin attempts in a row which he's just failed to get into the appropriate position in time to count the pin, but Kevin Owens is more than happy to capitalise on the distraction. And he gets out of the way of that one though. Big clothesline from Owens though. Puts a stop to any momentum that Melo might have had. Corkscrew by Melo. Takes Owens down. Melo waiting for Owens to get back to his feet. Carmelo looking. Oh, for that lifting cutter! And that could be it for Kevin Owens in this match. No, it's a kick out at 2.5. Melo thought he'd done enough to win the match. Chance to fight forever from the crowd. Melo out of the corner with another crossbody. And now he heads to the top rope. Go big or go home, says Carmelo. Nothing but net gets it. Owens is out into the cover. But it's a kick out. And Carmelo can't believe it. He thought he had the match won. Heads to the outside of the... Trick just got absolutely wiped out by Carmelo there. Carmelo checking in on Trick Williams, and Owens more than happy to take that opening. Hits a big backstabber. And that sends Melo into the steps as well. Melo needs to get back into the ring and quickly. Which he does. And a big shot to the gut by Kevin Owens. Shot reversed. That strike is reversed. Back and forth these two go. Owens up to the fireman's carry. Melo gets out of it. Off the ropes. Doesn't get anything though. Super kick does connect, however. And now Melo off the ropes with a springboard moonsault. Dead centre of the ring. Hooks the leg for a big victory. No, Kevin once again able to kick out. Clothesline by Melo. And another one. Catches the boot. Sweeps the leg. Carmelo's lining up Kevin Owens here for a bit of space to run it. Oh, but he runs into a big boot. Owens lures him in. Kick to the gut. And there's a stunner. And that's going to be it. No, Carmelo gets the shoulder up. Can you believe it? Doesn't even get a one off of the stunner. Stone Cold's got to be crying backstage. Looking for the... I don't know what he was looking for there, but Owens turns it around. Melo rolls to the outside. Owens looking for another suicide dive. Nobody home. And that's going to do damage to the back of Kevin Owens, who's sent back into the ring by Carmelo. And look how conveniently this has fallen. Oh no, Owens had rolled away, put enough space in between them. Misses that one. Owens looking for that power bomb again. And that might do it. No, it's another kick out by Carmelo. Owens off the ropes, misses. And Trick's cheering Carmelo on. And that super kick connects. Carmelo closing in on what would be a monumental victory. Kevin getting back to his feet. No idea where he is. And nothing but net for the second time tonight. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Carmelo with a big victory over Kevin Owens tonight. Well, back to winning ways for Carmelo Hayes after the disappointment of Survivor Series. What does the future hold for these two young competitors? Well, that's a question that we will have an answer to on another day, but it is a win for Melo tonight. Up next, we're heading over to the tag team division, specifically the women's tag team division, for our next contest tonight. And after a victory over Katana Chance and Kaden Carter last week, it's Piper Niven and Chelsea Green back in action for the second week in a row.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, the team of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
Can this tandem start to build momentum once again? Earlier on in the series, they looked like strong contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships. That did peter out for a little bit. Both of them did spend time focusing on single success, although they did support each other in those endeavours. Well, it looks like they are back focused on working together as a tag team rather than singles competitors. As for their opponents tonight, it will be The Way. Well, it's another team we haven't seen in action for a while. And they've chosen to make independent entrances, it would appear, in this match. Not quite sure what that's all about.
And their opponents, first, from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Well, regardless, out first it is Indy Hartwell. Not much to say about Indy, really. It's been quite some time since we've seen her compete in a WWE ring. Same goes for her tag team partner, Candice LeRae. But there's just a chance for them to get back on track.
And from Riverside, California, Candice LeRae.
Well, Candice LeRae will be hoping to replicate what her husband has done. Not necessarily tonight, of course. Johnny Gargano losing to Seth Rollins in our opening contest, but certainly looking to replicate what he has done in terms of winning Tag Team Championship gold. And this will be a good starting point as Piper Niven and Indy Hartwell are going to start this match off. And that big side suplex going to set the tone perhaps for this match. As a big front slam by Piper. Tag made to Chelsea Green early on in the match. A big neck breaker as well. That seemed to take a lot out of Chelsea Green. It took her a moment to recompose herself after that neck breaker. Elbow to the knee by Hartwell. Irish whip reversed by Chelsea. Gets the boots up though, because Indy Hartwell. Inverted DDT, drops Green. Hartwell heading to the top rope, intercepted by Chelsea Green. No doubt the Women's Tag Team Champions, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, will be paying close attention to this match. The number one contendership to those championships is currently up for grabs. Tag is made. And a double back body drop, nicely executed by Niven and Green, but the tag is made to Candice LeRae, who is immediately dropped by Piper Niven, who has a fistful of hair and being lifted off of the ground by her hair alone. That's got to hurt, as does that hip attack. clothesline and straight through into the tag. Smoothly done by Piper Niven. Drop kick to the back of the head by Chelsea. Drop toe hold, takes down LeRae. Reversal though by Candice LeRae. Into a sunset flip powerbomb. Very nicely executed as she tags Hartwell back into the match. Chelsea off the ropes and a big kick to the face. Hartwell taking too long. Follow up on the offense from LeRae. Chelsea looking for a... Well, she was looking to hammer away at Candice LeRae and make to pay for. It's diverting her attention from the legal competitor. Big drop kick by Chelsea, who tags in Piper Niven. Quick tags have been the name of the game for Niven and Green in this match. Hartwell's getting back to her feet. Piper Niven off the second rope with a big cross body and a cheap shot by Candice LeRae, and that was a mistake, tossed into the ring by Niven. Hartwell almost too afraid to do anything here. Big powerbomb. Drops LeRae in a cross body that wipes out Indy Hartwell, and now Candice LeRae finds herself in deep trouble at the hands of Piper Niven. Another front slam by Piper, who gets the reversal there. Big clothesline. Been an impressive performance by Piper and Chelsea thus far, but Hartwell gets out of the way of that hip drop. Piper just shoving Hartwell away and forcing her into the strikes instead. A vicious attack there by Indy, who now tags in LeRae once again. Irish whip. Couple of fake outs there. Caught by Piper though, into a gut wrench. A fair bit of back and forth between the competitors now as another reversal. And a Northern Lights suplex. And Piper is not done with Indy Hartwell in this match, tossing her back into the ring. A snapmare off of the ropes and a cross body, excuse me. LeRae into the corner. Only watch on as a Michinoku driver delivered to Indy Hartwell. Tries to instigate a fight back. Oh, and a cannonball into the corner. Hartwell stirring. Probably shouldn't have though. There's a power bomb. Well, and it appears we do have some technical issues. Okay, well, the feed should be back now. Indy Hartwell was dumped unceremoniously out of the ring by Piper Niven as Candice LeRae, with a DDT, much like I believe we saw from Gargano earlier, so really taking inspiration there. And Piper is completely unfazed by it as a Northern Light suplex drops Hartwell on the outside of the ring. Russell the clothesline by Candice LeRae, but not able to capitalise on it. Continuous right hands in the corner by Piper Niven, and now tossing LeRae to the other side of the ring. Trying a cheap shot, it backfired, and a Hurricane Runner by LeRae into the cover, hooks the leg, easy kick out. Right, with a running bulldog that drops Niven only for a moment though. Up for the electric chair, and down face first, and now the cover. Oh, and Indy Hartwell taking out the referee on the way. Right, it's a little bit of chaos around the ring. I don't know why the ring's going after Chelsea Green, but that could be something that backfires in a big way. A Michinoku driver by Piper Niven will surely bring an end to this match, and indeed it does. Not sure what that was all about from Candice, but it's cost her team. Well, speaking of the tag team champions, well, clearly they've identified a threat to their championship reign, taking out Piper and Chelsea following the match. Are we perhaps going to see that as a championship match in the near future? Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, time's running out for Stone Cold Steve Austin, the general manager, to deliver on his promise of announcing a #1 contender tonight, because it's time for our main event. And indeed, the World Heavyweight Champion is in action in tonight's main event, so maybe this is going to have to be where we do find out who his challenger is going to be in Berlin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion,
LA Knight with a successful championship defense against CM Punk at Survivor Series. The seemingly unkillable CM Punk. It took 5 BFTs to keep the challenger down. But nonetheless, LA Knight did hold on to the championship, and he's no doubt going to be confident as he walks into his next championship defense in Berlin. We understand that Stone Cold Steve Austin has already chosen a challenger. Just yet to find out who it is. But for tonight's main event, LA Knight's going to be taking on Chad Gable.
representing the Alpha Academy from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable!
Well, Chad Gable perhaps does fit into the description offered by Steve Austin. He said the #1 contender he has chosen is a superstar who has proven themselves time and again over the course of this season, but as of yet has not received an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. I would argue that Chad Gable does fit into that category. He's had a number of impressive performances, and he certainly hasn't had a World Heavyweight Championship match this year. We'll have to see how he does in this match, as tonight's main event is underway. LA Knight versus Chad Gable. Is a big drop kick by Knight. And as ever, the crowd behind the World Heavyweight Champion has a big suplex by Knight. Takes down Chad Gable. Gets back to his feet pretty quickly. Well, that was quite the leap by the champion. All the way to the other side of the ring, but perhaps thought that Gable would be down for longer than he was. Back and forth now between these two, as LA Knight resorts to some big strikes and a jumping clothesline. Rocking Chad Gable here. We're now looking for that devastating back suplex on the apron. LA Knight taking the fight to Chad Gable here, but perhaps a little too much as Gable moves out of the way there. Knight, I guess, winding himself on the barricade. And back into the ring we go. New chops there by LA Knight. Favour's been returned by Chad Gable. I thought he was looking for a German suplex. Instead, it's a wrestling takedown. Oh, and a slap to the back of the head, mocking the World Heavyweight Champion. As Gable starts to seize control of this non-title match, the main event of Raw. There's an Irish whip. One fake out, two fake outs, and the kitchen sink takes down the champion, looking to drop the elbow now across the face of the champion. Knight able to sweep the leg. Big drop kick. Almost sends Gable flying out of the ring. And another one, this time to the face. As LA Knight starts targeting the leg, perhaps, of the former Olympian. He's pushed away before he can do too much more damage there. Gable turns that one around. Looking for a German suplex, but it's a reversal by LA Knight. Might have been looking for the triple Germans, and it was imperative for the World Heavyweight Champion. Got out of harm's way there. Looking now for the Megastar elbow, which does connect to defeat Chad Gable tonight. No, it's a kick out from the leader of the Alpha Academy. Nonetheless, LA Knight pretty pleased with himself, feeling pretty confident. Gonna let Chad Gable get back into the ring. Clothesline by Gable, and another one. Oh, but LA Knight turns that one around. He looked like he was thinking about the BFT. Instead heads to the top rope. Gable catches him though. LA Knight too slow to capitalise with a high-risk manoeuvre. Knee to the gut by Gable. Irish whip. Looks like a... Oh no, it's just the one fake out this time. Catching LA Knight out before going for the kitchen sink. And now a gator roll from Gable, looking to choke the life out of the champion. Wear him down. It's impressive of Gable to be hanging around in this match. It looked at one point like it was getting away from him, but he's managed to fight back here. And he throws the champion out of the ring there. Gable taking LA Knight to the top rope here. High risk for both these men. Superplex to the World Heavyweight Champion. And Knight could be in trouble. Hook of the leg by Gable. Oh my goodness. Strong kick out by the champion. And Gable, not wasting any time getting back on the offense. Let's target the leg with a corkscrew and straight into the submission. Releases it quickly though, just looking to do a bit of damage. As Gable heads now to the top rope. Looking for a big diving headbutt to the back of the skull of the champion, who looks to be in serious pain. But not even serious pain, he looked like he might have been knocked clean out. Gable unrelenting though. And now heading to the top rope once again. Looking for another high-risk manoeuvre. Looking for another diving headbutt. That one connects a bit more flush. And the straps are down. Gable thinks that this could be all she wrote in this match. German suplex to the champion. And another one. And a third one. 3 German suplexes to the World Heavyweight Champion. And somehow, just... Knight gets the shoulder up. For a German suplex. Releases it. Knight with the reversal though. Shot to the stomach. Kick to the gut. BFT! Out of nowhere! And somehow Gable hits out. Gable out of the way there. Knight to the outside of the ring. He smells danger. And sends Gable into the steps. Both of these men coming oh so close to winning this match. Right, Knight decides to give up on that by the looks of things. Back into the ring, will he perhaps take the count out? It's not going to happen. Gable's already getting back to his fate. And Knight takes a moment on that top rope. Irish whip. Reversed by Knight. He slams down Chad Gable. Oh, he's looking for a BFT, I think. But Gable with the reversal. Oh, and a roll-up by Knight. He's looking to steal a win here. And he gets it. Catching Gable by surprise. It's a win for the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh no. Is this the challenger that Stone Cold was referring to? While LA Knight is not backing down, I think we have found the #1 contender that Stone Cold was referring to. That's all we've got time for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode of Raw. Take care and have a very good night.